In ancient times, when myths were whispered by the fireside and heroes were born from the verses of poets, there was a tale that transcended them all. Tonight, on Sleepy Voyages, we embark on this legendary journey with a brave hero, Odysseus, who faced insurmountable challenges and went through a profound transformation, much like the waves that shape the shores over time. Our personal Odysseys, with their trials and tribulations, mold us into the individuals we are today. Odysseus, the ingenious warrior of Ithaca, had been away from his homeland for nearly 2 decades. He wasn't just on an extended voyage. He was a key figure in the Trojan War, a decade-long conflict that pitted the kingdoms of Greece against the mighty city of Troy. The war had concluded, and now Odysseus yearned for nothing more than to return to his beloved wife, Penelope, and his son, Telemachus. However, returning home from war is seldom straightforward, especially when the journey involves encounters with enchanting nymphs, ferocious monsters, and vengeful gods. Before we tuck you in tonight, Voyagers of the Night Sky, we have a small but crucial request. As your eyelids grow heavy and the soothing tones of Sleepy Voyages guide you to the realm of dreams, remember the peace, serenity, and comfort that we bring to you every night, just as a lighthouse guides lost ships. In the darkness, your reviews help other restless dreamers find their way to us. By leaving a review and sharing your thoughts on your experience, you are reaching out to other insomniacs lost in the night, guiding them towards restful sleep. Take a moment before you drift away to click on the Leave a Review button on your podcast app. Help us extend our galaxy of tranquility to all those who seek the solace of sound sleep. And once you've done that, feel free to slip back under the covers of our sleep stories, ready to be whisked away on another sleepy voyage. Remember, your stars light the way for others. Every review, every rating helps us create a bigger, more beautiful universe of peace and rest. Odysseus's voyage home was not just about traversing the physical distance between Troy and Ithaca. It was a transformative journey, one where he would be tested in every conceivable way and where he would rediscover himself. Each challenge he faced, each decision he made, was a step in this metamorphosis. Transformation is often born from adversity. As the journey unfolds, consider how challenges, both big and small, have played a role in your personal evolution. Close your eyes and imagine the vast, boundless expanse of the ocean. The horizon stretches endlessly, a thin line where the sky meets the sea. Visualize the gentle waves, each one cresting and falling in a rhythmic dance that has been ongoing since the dawn of time. The water is a deep shade of azure, shimmering and glistening under the light of the fading sun. Above, the heavens are painted in a palette of oranges, pinks, and purples, the colors melding seamlessly into one another. The sun, a golden orb, descends slowly, casting its radiant glow upon the water, creating a pathway of golden light leading to the horizon. With every breath you take, feel the warmth of this golden light as it seeps into your body, filling you with tranquility. Each inhale draws in the serenity of the ocean, and each exhale releases the stresses and tensions of the day. The world fades away, leaving only the rhythmic cadence of the waves and the soothing hues of the sunset. Allow this imagery to anchor you, to hold you in a space of calm and stillness. You are here in this moment, one with the vastness of the ocean and the beauty of the setting sun. Let the ocean's infinite expanse remind you of life's endless possibilities, and the setting sun of the beauty in endings and new beginnings. Close your eyes, allowing the world around you to grow dim. Imagine that you're on a sturdy wooden ship, surrounded by the vast expanse of the ancient Aegean Sea. The wooden planks beneath you are warm from the sun, and you can feel their texture against your feet. With each rise and fall of the ship, you are reminded of the natural rhythm of life, the highs and the lows, the challenges and the triumphs. The water beneath moves in harmony, each wave working together to guide the ship on its journey. There's a purpose and direction in its movement, just as there is purpose and direction in your own life. The gentle sway is like a lullaby from the universe, cradling you in its arms, assuring you that you are safe and supported. Feel the motion, the steady rhythm of the ship as it sails forward, facing whatever comes its way. With grace and poise, remember, just like this vessel, you are equipped to navigate the vast waters of your life, moving with resilience, strength, and purpose. Odysseus, a name echoed through the corridors of time, holds place of reverence in ancient Greek lore. He was no ordinary man, but the king of Ithaca, a rugged island off the western coast of Greece. A skilled warrior, strategist, and beloved leader, his legend was shaped not just by his triumphs in the Trojan War, but also by his tenacity, intelligence, and adaptability. The name Odysseus often conjures images of a hero strong and determined, with an insatiable desire for knowledge and experience. His mind, always alert, was as potent a weapon as any sword or shield. But beyond these attributes, at his core, Odysseus was also a man, a husband to the beautiful Penelope, and a father to young Telemachus. His heart, though armored for war, yearned for the gentle embrace of his family, the warm shores of his homeland, and the familiar winding streets of his city. Yet, as with many epic tales, returning to one's roots, especially after a great triumph or ordeal, is seldom straightforward, and so was the case for Odysseus. His journey home from Troy, which should have taken mere weeks by ship, extended into a tumultuous decade of challenges, tests, and transformations. This story, while ancient, speaks of a universal truth that every journey we undertake, be it physical, emotional, or spiritual, is filled with unexpected turns, trials, and self-discoveries. It reminds us that the path to our home, our true self, is often winding and unpredictable, but it also teaches us another vital lesson, that with persistence, wisdom, and a genuine understanding of oneself, one can navigate the most tempestuous seas and reach the destined shore. For Odysseus, every wave, every storm, and every encounter was a step in his journey of transformation, his Odyssey. Odysseus, the brave and cunning hero of the Trojans, was notably absent from the tranquil hills and coastlines of his homeland, though he fought valiantly in the Trojan War and played a crucial role in ensuring Greek victory. The gods had other plans for his journey back home. Athena, the goddess of wisdom and war, favored Odysseus. She admired his intellect, his courage, and his dedication to his family and homeland. However, Poseidon, the god of the sea, harbored resentment towards Odysseus. During the Trojan War, Odysseus had blinded Poseidon's son, the Cyclops Polyphemus, causing the god's wrath to fall heavily upon him. The vast seas that separated Odysseus from Ithaca were Poseidon's domain, and with the sea god's anger against him, Odysseus's return voyage would be anything but straightforward. The world believed him to be lost or perished, but his spirit remained unbroken. At the heart of this long voyage was not just the physical distance between Troy and Ithaca, but a transformative journey of the soul. It was a journey that would test his character, his loyalty, his wisdom, and his resilience. In his absence, Ithaca was not at peace. With their king presumed dead, many suitors came to claim his wife, Penelope, and his throne. They loitered in his palace, consumed his wealth, and plotted to kill his only son, Telemachus. Penelope, ever faithful, devised ways to delay her remarriage. She promised to choose a suitor once she finished weaving a shroud, but would unravel her day's work each night. Thus, Odysseus's journey back home became not just a quest to reunite with his family, but also to reclaim his kingdom and restore peace to his land. The sea, which could have been a direct route to his cherished homeland, became a maze of trials and challenges. Every wave, every current seemed to steer him farther away, taking him to unfamiliar islands and lands teeming with dangers unknown. With each twist and turn, Odysseus's hopes of seeing Ithaca's shores seemed to drift farther away. Yet, with his unwavering spirit and determination, Odysseus refused to surrender. Each challenge, each delay was met with resilience, for it wasn't just the physical distance from Ithaca that grew. With every experience, every encounter, Odysseus was undergoing a transformation. The journey, initially seen as a curse, was becoming an opportunity for growth, a test of character, and a lesson in perseverance. The Odyssey is not merely a tale of a man trying to find his way home. It is a representation of the human spirit's indomitable will to overcome adversity, to adapt, and to grow. And as Odysseus faced mythical beasts, angry gods, and treacherous waters, we are reminded of our own internal battles, our personal quests for transformation, and the strength we harness in the face of life's unpredictable tides. The soldiers, with their armor, still reflecting the recent glories of war, bustled with joy on the ship's deck. The scent of home seemed to ride on every gust of wind, beckoning them closer to their loved ones. Dreams of reunion, of shared stories and laughter. Each warrior imagined the warm embrace of their families, the taste of their homeland's delicacies, and the feeling of soft beds beneath them after the long ordeal of war. But the sea, with all its unpredictable vastness, had other plans. From the east, a mighty gust came without warning. It wasn't just any gust. It roared and raged like a beast woken from a deep slumber. The sails billowed and groaned under the strain. Panic coursed through the crew as the vessel seemed to drift aimlessly on the water's expanse. Cries of the gods are against us. Have we not faced enough? Desperation and fear were evident in their eyes as they tried to comprehend their ill fortune. Would the shores of Ithaca remain but a distant dream? Could this be the end of their journey, even before it truly began? They knew not then, but this was merely the beginning of a series of challenges that would test their mettle, endurance, and very spirit. The excitement on board was palpable. Each soldier, their armor now resting by their side, anticipated the embrace of their families, the familiar terrain of their homeland, and the comfort of their own beds. Odysseus himself, the brave leader, dreamt of his beloved Penelope and their son Telemachus, whom he had left behind so many years ago. The salty air, mixed with a sense of homecoming, and the gentle rhythm of oars hitting the water, echoed the heartbeat of a crew eager to set foot on Ithacan soil. But nature, often unpredictable, had other plans. Zeus, observing from above, had been persuaded by Athena to challenge Odysseus, knowing that it would forge him into a wiser leader. Suddenly, the skies darkened and the waters grew tumultuous. What was once a gentle sea breeze morphed into a fierce tempest, and previously clear horizon now seemed a distant dream. The winds, influenced by the gods, took on a life of their own, whirling and twirling. They seemed to come from every direction, catching the ship's sails and pushing the vessel far off its intended course. The crew, initially caught in a state of shock, began to shout orders, pulling down the sails and rowing vigorously against the might of the wind. But the gusts were relentless. Despair set in among the men. Whispers of being cursed by the gods began to circulate, with some even questioning if they would ever see their homeland again. But among the chaos, Odysseus stood firm, while the journey home seemed more distant than ever. The euphoria of the Trojan War's end had vanished. Odysseus and his crew, seasoned warriors, had triumphed in battle. After their unplanned detour, the reality of their situation began to settle. They were no longer charting a straight course home to Ithaca. The men, once jubilant with thoughts of reuniting with their families, now faced the grim possibility of never seeing them again. The vastness of the sea reminded them of how small they were in the grand scheme. Whispers spread amongst the crew, with some pondering if the gods were punishing them. Yet, surrendering to despair was not in Odysseus' nature, nor in the spirit of the men who had followed him through the treacherous war. These men, though disheartened, were not defeated. Their journey, unbeknownst to them, had only just begun. It wasn't just about reaching Ithaca anymore. It was about proving to themselves and to the tales that would be told for generations that they could overcome any obstacle No matter how insurmountable it seemed, this was the resilience of the human spirit, epitomized by Odysseus and his indomitable crew. Odysseus, a man of strength and cunning, was no stranger to adversity, but this sudden change of course, steered by unruly winds, was unlike any challenge he'd faced before. His ship, once charging forward with the promise of home, yet instead of succumbing to despair, Odysseus showed remarkable restraint. He understood that anger and blame would serve no purpose. The winds and seas had their own will in this unexpected turn. Odysseus found a moment of reflection. He recalled previous challenges, ones he had overcome with wit and perseverance. While his men murmured with worry, Odysseus took this time to regroup and strategize. He recognized that every journey, no matter how meticulously planned, is bound to face unforeseen obstacles. Instead of seeing it as a setback, he viewed it as a new path, a different leg of his journey home. Odysseus knew that the essence of a leader was not in avoiding challenges, but in facing them head-on with composure and determination, his heart filled with the love homeland and family served as his compass, and with that inner compass he was prepared to navigate through any storm, any challenge, to find his way back to Ithaca. For Odysseus, this unexpected diversion was more than just a change in direction. It was the universe's way of testing his resolve, his character. Such detours in life often come unannounced, shaking our very foundations. Yet, there are also opportunities in disguise, moments that shape our character, that redefine our purpose. Odysseus's transformation wasn't just about finding a way home, but about understanding the nature of the journey itself. He realized that it's not the destination, but the journey that shapes a man. And in the heart of this tumultuous sea, not just as a warrior returning from war, but as a man understanding the deeper essence of life and its unpredictable tides. This understanding marked the beginning of his journey of transformation, a journey that would see him face many more challenges, each shaping him, molding him into the legend he was destined to become. The voyage of Odysseus was never simply about a geographical journey from Troy to Ithaca. It was, in its essence, a deep, introspective exploration of the self, where each challenge faced was not just a physical obstacle, but a reflection of internal battles. Odysseus's deviation from the intended course wasn't just a mishap. It was a testament to life's unpredictability. Life, much like the turbulent seas, does not always flow in the direction we envision. When the winds blew them off course, it wasn't a mere setback, but an opportunity. An opportunity for Odysseus and his crew to showcase resilience, to adapt, and to evolve. Transformation often stems from adversity. Without the detours, without the trials, growth remains stagnant. In the vast expanse of the ocean, with no land in sight and the destination uncertain, Odysseus was forced to confront not just the external world, but his internal one. It was in this vastness, in this unpredictability, that the seeds of transformation were sown. He would soon come to understand that the journey home wasn't about the miles traveled, but about the insights gained, the wisdom accrued, and the person he would become through it all. It was a call to every soul. It is winding, filled with detours, but every twist and turn holds a lesson, a stepping stone, becoming one's best self. And thus, for Odysseus, the unforeseen detour was not a misfortune, but the very beginning of his profound transformation. Odysseus's journey was not just about returning home. It was a transformative voyage that molded him, just as life molds each one of us. Sometimes it's not the final destination, but the journey itself that reshapes us. Consider your life's challenges, those moments that felt like a storm at sea. Has there been a point in your life when you were pulled off course by powerful undercurrents, both external and internal? Odysseus faced winds and waves, while we face choices and consequences. Both lead to growth, transformation, and understanding. Now, imagine your own personal storms, not as deterrents, but as driving forces. These challenges, much like the tempests of the Aegean, have sculpted you, changed your direction, and crafted the story of who you are today. The essence of transformation lies not in avoiding the storm. In that storm, have you found moments of profound change? Each hurdle faced, each challenge embraced, represents a page in the grand Odyssey of your life. Odysseus's journey, filled with enchantments, obstacles, and revelations, is a testament to the human spirit's ability to transform and adapt. As you lay here, ponder your life's transformative moments, breathe deeply, and with each exhale, let go of resistance and breathe in acceptance. Life is often likened to the vast expanse of the sea. Odysseus and his crew, brave and seasoned, faced a tempest that diverted their course. In much the same way, we too come across storms in our lives. It could be a job loss, a sudden illness, an unexpected breakup, or any unforeseen challenge. These moments, these tempests, have the power to wreck our ship, to divert our course, and change our direction entirely. Imagine your ship steady and strong, sailing smoothly. Then, out of the blue, a storm arises. Waves crash, winds howl. The familiar horizon is lost, and all that's left is the vast unknown. It's in these moments of upheaval, when our ship is wrecked, that our journey truly begins. Just like Odysseus, we are faced with choices. Do we give in to despair, or do we gather the remnants, rebuild, and set sail again? Visualize the sun breaking through the storm. See yourself picking up the broken pieces, mending the sails, and steering the ship with renewed determination. The journey after the wreck is never easy, but it's in this journey that we discover new horizons, meet unforeseen challenges, and grow stronger. Transformation doesn't happen in calm waters. It's the storm, the wreck, and the journey thereafter that molds us. So, when you find your ship wrecked, remember Odysseus and realize that this might just be the beginning of your greatest adventure. Odysseus and his men, having faced the wrath of the winds and the unpredictability of their voyage, found themselves on an unfamiliar island. With a cautious curiosity, they explored, coming upon the inhabitants, who were known as the lotus eaters. These islanders were kind and offered Odysseus's crew a unique food. It was said that anyone who tasted the lotus flower would lose all desire to leave the island or return home. The intoxicating allure of the lotus wasn't one of inebriation, but of absolute contentment and forgetfulness. Soon, some of Odysseus's men succumbed to the temptation and tasted the flower. The effects were immediate. The men no longer wished to continue their voyage. They forgot their homes, their families, and their purpose. All they desired was to stay on the island and continue consuming the lotus. Odysseus, witnessing the transformation of his crew, recognized the grave danger of the lotus, the flower's power to make one forget their past and their ambitions, was a threat to their quest to reach Ithaca. This encounter with the lotus eaters was not about battling a monstrous creature or overcoming a physical obstacle. Instead, it was a test of willpower, memory, and the bonds of loyalty. It represented the seductive nature of complacency and the challenge of staying true to one's goals in the face of overwhelming contentment. For Odysseus, it was another lesson on his transformative journey, showing that not all challenges are faced on the battlefield. Sometimes the most potent battles are fought within, after their unexpected encounter with the winds. In order to rescue his crew from this enchantment, Odysseus made a decisive choice. He ordered those who had not tasted the lotus to bind and carry the affected men back to their ships, using strength and determination. They managed to pull their entranced comrades away from the island's allure once they were safely on the ship and out of the reach of the lotus eaters. The effect of the lotus began to wane as the ship sailed away. The memories and the journey ahead slowly returned to the affected crew members. This experience was yet another reminder for Odysseus and his men. Not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes the most intoxicating pleasures can lead one astray. Yet, with unity and determination, even the most potent distractions can be overcome. Muscle relaxation is an age-old technique that travelers on the journey of transformation have utilized, much like Odysseus once did during his moments of reflection and reprieve. Tonight, let's use this method to ease our minds and bodies, preparing for the restful voyage into the world of dreams. Imagine, if you will, the warm sunlight of ancient Greece, its rays gentle and comforting. Feel that warmth begin at the crown of your head, soothing away any tensions. Now, allow it to move down, reaching your forehead, eyes and cheeks, relaxing every fiber of your being as it continues its journey. This radiant warmth envelops your neck, shoulders, and then flows down your arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. Your chest and back, too, are touched by this serene energy. Every breath becoming more relaxed, more at ease. Let it journey further to your waist, hips, and down both legs, leaving them feeling light and free. By now, you're floating in a sea of tranquility. Every part of you basking in the gentle warmth of relaxation and peace. Such is the nature of transformations. They often require us to pause and find our inner calm. And remember, changes, no matter how daunting, take a moment to breathe in deeply, let it out slowly, releasing any lingering uncertainties or fears. Know that, just like Odysseus, you too have the strength to navigate the vast seas of change, steering your ship towards the horizon. Breathe in once more. And as you exhale, embrace the transformations that life brings. Each twist and turn is a step towards becoming the best version. Every tale, like every journey, has its ebbs and flows. Odysseus's tale, rich in its narrative, isn't one to be told in a mere night. Each challenge, every island, and all encounters he faced symbolize the countless twists and turns we might experience in our own journey of transformation. Though the waves of time might separate us from ancient Greece, the lessons from Odysseus's adventures remain universal. Their timelessness reminds us of the nature of life's unpredictable voyage and the strength we summon from within to navigate through. The resilience, courage, and wisdom that Odysseus showcased are not just qualities of a hero from an old legend. They are reflections of our innermost potential. Through his voyages, we're invited to look within, to rediscover, and to transform. But for tonight, let the waves of sleep embrace you. Dream of distant shores, ancient ships, and the potential that lies within you. We will sail further into this tale when the stars next align for our voyage. Every journey, like that of Odysseus, is riddled with unexpected challenges and revelation. Life often presents us with our own sirens and lotus eaters, diverting our course, urging us to drift from our true path. Yet, it is in these meandering routes, these detours, that we find the essence of our being and the strength we never knew we had. Odysseus's journey was not merely a voyage home, but a transformative expedition of self-discovery, of realizing strengths, weaknesses, desires, and the true meaning of home. Your journey too is filled with moments of realization and growth. Every obstacle you face, every challenge you overcome, adds a new chapter to your personal Odyssey. The waves of life can be tempestuous, but they also carry the promise of calm shores ahead. Remember that each night brings an opportunity for rest and rejuvenation, just as this tale does. Dream of azure seas and golden sunsets, and wake up to the dawn of new beginnings. May your dreams tonight be filled with adventures and discoveries, and may you always find your way back to your Ithaca. Good night, and until our next voyage,